Welcome and thank you for attending the Michigan Training Connect Bulk Upload Student Exit Spreadsheet Guide. My name is John Bird, and I'm the Departmental Analyst with the State of Michigan. We also have Natalie Taylor, the Departmental Specialist for MiTC, here as well. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to review the process to use the upload tool for student data. This guide is for training providers who do not submit their MITC program data to the Center for Educational Performance and Information, known as CEPI, and will need to submit student data through the bulk upload student exit spreadsheet to provide the performance information. This will need to be completed before the end of June. As you are aware, the Michigan Training Connect, better known as MITC, is the State of Michigan's federally required eligible training provider list. The MITC website communicates programs approved by the Michigan Works agencies to accept federal training dollars under the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act of 2014. This is known as WIOA. WIOA mandates outcome information be displayed to the public and to reported to the United States Department of Labor in the state annual report each October. WIOA requires states to use wage records to supply accurate data and to reduce the reporting burden to schools. As a reminder, a provider must agree to the assurance to collect and provide individual student identifying data for all students in programs submitted to Michigan Training Connect in order to match with Michigan wage records to provide wage outcomes required by the U.S. Department of Labor. For a smaller amount of students, use the Add Individual Student Exits. For a larger amount of students, you can find the bulk upload student exit spreadsheet outlined here in red. You will first navigate to the Michigan Talent website and click on the Sign In button with your provider sign in. This will take you to the administration main page. You will then select the bulk upload student exits button found in the bottom right of the page. From here, first-time users of the spreadsheet will click on the Download Template button in the right lower corner of the page. If you have access to more than one school, please ensure you are requesting the appropriate school from the drop-down menu. Please note the earliest Exeter start date and the latest Exeter end date will need to match the reporting timeframes in the note. Also notice Upload File is located on this page to be used once the spreadsheet is ready. Once the spreadsheet is downloaded and opened, you will notice it has two pages. The first is the instruction sheet, which provides details about each column. The second sheet is for the student records and uses asterisks to highlight the mandatory fields, which are columns A through S. Some things to remember when filling out the spreadsheet. The program name, the program SIP, which stands for Classification of Instructional Programs, and the program certification must match with what is listed in MITC. This information is found in the school's MITC account. To find the exact wording for the spreadsheet, navigate to the administration main page by clicking on the gear icon to the right of the Skilled Trades tab. Then click on the Modify Programs button. Once again, if you have access to more than one school, please ensure you have selected the correct one from the drop-down menu. In this slide, you can see an example of the page. Outlined in red, you can see where the program title, the SIP code, and the certification are found. As we continued with the required fields, please notice the Social Security number supplied by the school records will need to be entered as a 9-digit number. If you are pasting from another document, please choose Match Destination Formatting to help ensure the correct format is used. Please notice the unique identification codes, known as UIC, is only required only if there's not a social security number and is known for the students who have been submitted to the Student Transcript and Academic Record Repository, known as STAR, in the past. Also, first, last names, gender, and date of birth should be provided by the student to the school. Continuing, the entry date is the day the student started the program. The exit date is the student's last day of the program, whether it's the last day of class, withdrawing, or dropping out of the program. This date must be within the July 1st through June 30th timeframe of the spreadsheet collection. Award date is filled in if the student has successfully completed the program and they would be considered a completer. Ethnicity, race, and state is information gathered from the school student records. Please note the option for unknown. Once these fields have been completed, the mandatory field entries have been finished for the spreadsheet. Other areas of the spreadsheet may be filled in if desired. You would then continue to enter student details in each row until all students have been entered for all required MITC programs for the desired timeframe. Save the document to the computer, noting the file name, and then upload the completed spreadsheet. Now, to upload the spreadsheet, you would navigate to the administration main page by clicking of the gear to the right of the Skilled Trades tab and choosing Bulk Upload Student Exits button. Please remember to ensure the correct school is chosen. Enter the earliest Exeter start date and the last end date for the student to be entered. Please review the note and ensure the range of dates matches the reporting dates for submitting the data. Click Browse, outlined here in red, to choose the file. The system will instruct the user to attach the spreadsheet document from the location on the computer. You would then click on the Upload File button at the bottom of the left corner of the page. All MITC programs may be entered on the same spreadsheet or submitted separately. An updated spreadsheet may be submitted at any time to overwrite previous spreadsheets. The MITC system will provide a successful submission message or an error message when the spreadsheet is saved. An error message will provide details by line number for corrections needed to submit the spreadsheet. The spreadsheets will be processed the night of June 30th, 2021, and the data will be pre-filled in the placement information section of each program. A reminder, because the spreadsheet contains personally identifiable information or PII, do not send the spreadsheet to MITC or the staff. This slide has examples of errors you might encounter. If you do receive the first one, error while uploading student information, please report the issue to Site Administrator. We ask you to take a screenshot of the error message and send it to the email address leo-mitc@michigan.gov. It will help with next steps to address your issue. The other errors are usually data entry issues, and they should be able to be corrected by the provider. The spreadsheet data will enable the MITC system to populate the placement information section as shown by this slide. By submitting the student information via the spreadsheet, the provider is no longer responsible for calculating this data. The contact email address, leo-mitc@michigan.gov, is on the screen. We now will have Natalie Taylor give us some reminders and some FAQs. Go ahead, Natalie.
Good afternoon. My name is Natalie Taylor, and I just wanted to address a few reminders and frequently asked questions, as John mentioned. One of the first things that I wanted to talk about is that there are two different separate deadlines. The spreadsheet is due by June 30th of every year, and then each individual program on MITC is required to be updated on or after July 1st of every year, but before July 31st. However, we do strongly encourage you to complete the spreadsheet as early as possible, preferably in the month of July each year after you've finished updating your programs. This will allow you to submit the data well in advance of the due date. Please do not wait until the following June to begin working on the spreadsheet, as we experience extremely heavy email volume in the months of June and July, and we may not be able to respond to your questions in a timely manner. Next slide, please. Below are some of the frequently asked questions we've seen with people trying to complete the spreadsheet. If you have addressed all of the error messages that you've received and you're still not able to submit the spreadsheet, one of the issues that could be causing that is that the spreadsheet has been updated. So go ahead and please download a new one if needed. And then when you are copying and pasting your data onto the new spreadsheet, make sure that you're using that match destination formatting. And also be sure to remove the instructions tab before you try to submit this spreadsheet. And then another issue that we've seen is the people are asking if the social security number is required. It is ideal in order for us to get the correct data match. But if you do not have the social security number of the student Exeter, you can use the following 5 elements in place of the SSN, which are first name, middle name, or initial if it is known, last name, gender, and data. And if you have done all of those things and you are still experiencing issues, please take a screenshot of your error message and send it to us at leo-mitc@michigan.gov so that we may help you troubleshoot the issue and get it resolved quickly. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie. And this completes the presentation. The contact email address, leo-mitc@michigan.gov, is on the screen. Again, we want to thank you for taking the time to review this information. If you do have further questions, please send them to leo-mitc@michigan.gov. Again, thank you for your time.